That, that market going down on a Friday. What's going on? That market's going down on a Friday. What? That market's going down on a Friday. It's the greatest day ever since the other day. These are now continuously being the greatest days of my life, every single day. You know why today's the greatest day of my life? Because yesterday we had a graduation ceremony in my backyard with a bunch of families. The 5 families got together and we had a ceremony in the backyard. It was fantastic. So no masks, but we kept the paranoid families to the right, less paranoid to the left. We had our conversations a little distanced from each other, but we've all been tested. We all know we don't have the virus. So unless it's suddenly a virus that can now be airborne and transmitted somehow without anybody being in that immediate area, then we're okay. So there was about, I don't know, we had the limit, what was it, 24 people. And, we did the whole walk-in ceremony. It was, it was nice. I made a speech, pretty cool. Got drunk, made a fire. It was actually life again. It was awesome. Played some music, did some dancing, saw some old friends, met some new friends. I don't even know some of these people's. It was like I met some of these people for the first time. They came to my house. So it was nice. They were just the parents of the other daughters. And my daughter looked awesome. They were all in white. They made a little music video at the end. Really nice. It was like the sun was going down. They were all wearing white. And the backdrop was my trees and all my colorful shrubbery. And it really just popped. It was really cool looking. Would I work in an Amazon warehouse? I wouldn't, but I have a friend that does. And he's out of all the, he is the shining beacon of hope for race relations. He works in one of the warehouses where it's, he would say 95% African Americans working there. Him and his other friend are the only white. There's like maybe 35 guys wherever it is. But, he's so hip that they all love him. And it just shows you that, it's not about color. It's about music. I would not work in an Amazon warehouse. I've worked in warehouses. I almost got crushed by a skid. Right? What are they called? Skids? Right? I was picking up the skid and next thing you know, I lost control of the thing. And the next thing you know, the other skid was coming. I almost got crushed by a whole bunch of a skid. But anyway, don't talk about that. Right now, we're seeing a unicorn. We are riding a unicorn right now, shitting rainbows, because we are seeing a UVXY rallying on a Friday and the market selling off. So we're seeing the triple Lindy of rainbow shitting unicorns right now. Short the diamond, short the Qs, and long the UVXY. And right now, I'm not in any of those. I wish I were, but I did this trade before, and now I can't believe it's actually working again, but I chose to take the rest of the afternoon off. I'm growing my edamame in the backyard and burning DVDs. That's what I'm doing right now, burning DVDs. That's right. I'm taking my old VHS tapes, and I just got into this whole nostalgic thing. Plus, I had to make some copies for some other people. I'm taking VHS tapes. You kids know what VHS is? VCR, remember those? I'm burning the VHS tapes. And, oh, that's right. Yeah, no, it started raining out. I was going to do this live outside, but it started to rain. But I did have another point. Oh. What was my point? I don't know what the hell my point was. I don't know. The market's finally, we've now hit a triple top on the market. Does that mean we're actually going to go down on Monday? But here's the thing. This is the same exact predicament we were in February, right? It smells like you want to sell off. It feels like it wants to sell off. You want it to sell off, and it just never sells off. But if what we're seeing today gets confirmed by a Monday gap up that rolls over, we might actually get a sell-off that lasts more than that one-day wonder that we got last Thursday. But right now, all the SPAC plays have worked. The only thing I'm short right now is SHLL, if anybody wants to root against me or join my trade. The market's tanking. Every one of these SPAC plays, you know what a SPAC play is now, right? That's how VTIQ, DraftKings, Space, FMCI, they're all SPACs, special acquisition companies, right? Blank check companies, they're calling it on CNBC. So once something becomes a fad, it becomes all the rage, and then everybody buys every single one of them. So inevitably, 80% of these companies are bullshit, right? So the only one that's still green today is SHLL. So I've been shorting it as soon as it broke the multi-day VWAP and the 1 minute. And we're finally getting paid on this trade, but it really hasn't been compared to what the market's doing on the downside. This thing has been holding up pretty well. It's finally starting to show some cracks in the armor here. Looking for 1350. I'm going to start covering a little bit at 1350. But then I'm hoping that it just shits the bed here and, gives it back. It's still up 30% for the day. So, but more importantly, again, when you see the anomaly, right? UVXY goes green on a Friday. You just don't see it. You can't ignore it. So because that went green, you had to be finally thinking, wow, maybe I could actually make money shorting the Qs and the diamonds. And it worked twice today. Here we go. Hit it. Hit those halves. There you go. Hit them. Thanks. Hit it. 1350s. 1345. 45. 45. Got the 45s. Hit the 40s. New lows. There you go. That's how you make a day's pay. Come on. Patience, right? Go outside, you walk around, you put your stop on. All right, I just covered some at 1350. Now I'm looking 1325. I'm looking 13, 1275, 1250, and then 0. Let me go check on my pizza. I'm short SHLL. I have no idea what it is. It's just it was the only SPAC play on my list that hadn't rolled over and died yet. Pizza! Yo, pizza's here, yo. Yo, pizza's here, yo. Come and get it. Shit is hot. I got grandma. Grandma, someone owes. Wait, there's no other pizza? Someone owes you money, grandma. Is there other pizza? No, there's nothing. Only grandma's. There's no buffalo chicken left. Buffalo chicken? No. Well, go down to the basement. I don't know what's in there. Kenny, what are you know about cloud computing? 0. I don't know anything about really much about anything except sitting in front of a computer and pressing buttons and looking at numbers go by. I'm really inept. But I do know how to chop wood now. I watched like 3 or 4 YouTube videos about the proper technique to chop wood. I'm a master now. Been chopping wood. That's what I do now. I trade and I chop wood and then I burn it. New lows. New lows. New lows. Shield. There we go. It only took 14 15 hours for this trade to go through. Is that like a Swedish Russian accent I just did? What was that? Shill. Come on. Now 1350 is your stop. Shimon. Come on. Making the day's pay finally. Here we go. New lows. Penny by penny. I'm on YouTube telling them to short it now. So get them in. Just remember, don't let it go back above. I'm 1355. You got to give it that extra nickel. But we'll keep breaking the low. We're finally, they're just dragging it down right now. I think we're going to probably get a candle in our face. So I'm going to put a tight stop on the rest. I covered some at 1350. 1355 is the out now. But it's about time. Now we're getting paid. Now I'm up a buck. Up a buck, y'all. Chopping wood, brah. Chopping wood. I got crazy axes. And then I got this not stainless steel. I got this wrought iron kindling thing, right? You after you're done chopping into, I don't know, this size, you take that and you put it on the blade on the kindling thing and just hit it down and boom. Oh yeah, I'm still on the Spotify. Spotify 250. We almost got there to 250, all right. Yeah, I got 20 shares left, goofing around. But you know what? You make 50 points on 20 shares. Pays for some pizza. It's a grandma pie. Sorry to eat in your face, but I haven't eaten yet. Look at this. We're live trading. By the way, did I mention I love another YouTube video now? I don't like most people, especially when they don't want to take my challenge, because I am the king of YouTube traders. I don't have any respect for the trading fraternity because, again, every once in a while I'll go there. I'll spend a couple of weeks listening in with half an ear. Never a call. Never what you're in. I come on the air immediately telling you I'm short the stock and I'm shorting more, and it starts working, right? Do that. That's all I ask for. If you're going to have a YouTube show with 5,500 people watching, let me hear about a trade. Let me hear something about trading, not about doing push-ups and the Lord. Because how do you spend 8 hours saying the same thing over and over again and making sound effects? How is that good? But I stumbled onto something. Apparently they've been out there for a long time. These guys are legit. And I'm not embarrassed, and I'm not even saying check them out. They're my competitors, but these guys are fucking legit. I can't find it now. Where did I put? Oh wait, hang on. I can't find it now. I don't want to. Hang on. Let me go find it. These guys, I actually sent them a text, and they got right back to me. I might open up a subsidiary of their thing. That's how impressed I was. See, I'm not a mean guy. I'm not trying to, shit on other people. But when somebody needs to be shat on, I will be doing the shitting. In 2 minutes of watching these guys, I was like, these guys are legit. These guys know what's up.
Swing trader from Invest.
Trader DTTW trading floor. Stock market today. They got 45,000 subscribers. These guys are legit. They got a beautiful studio. They do transitions between what trader He's talking about his position. The next guy, he's talking about his position. This is what we're in right now. This is what we're going to be doing. Bang, boom, boom, bang. Really good information, well put together, articulate. Within 5 minutes, I was like, these guys are awesome. I've been going back to that trading fraternity now for what seems like about a year and a half. Absolutely worthless. Zero content. Nothing going on there. 5 minutes into these guys, can't tell you how much I love them. And I'm not going to, these are guys who are competing directly with me. You see, that's the difference. You show me something that's worth it. These other guys got 6,400 people watching. For what? Nothing's going on there. So again, I'll shit all over Greg Mannarino because the guy's been talking about shorting the market for a decade and has been wrong. And you know what? Even he was claiming that he got something right. It took a global pandemic for that guy to be right. He's awful. Whether or not he's sending out his alerts, I subscribe to his alert service now, right? I get an alert every 5 minutes. Nobody needs to trade that much. You get one trade. I don't need to trade anymore. I know what I'm in right now. Short the Q, short the diamonds, long UVXY, short some shill. Boom, I'm done. Right? Now it's just about getting, either you get stopped out or you don't. I don't need to do any more trades right now. But here's how confident I am in myself and what I do. Go watch these other guys. I will endorse them. They're good. They're good. I'm not a mean guy. I'm the nicest guy in the world. I'm your best friend. You want to hang out? I love guns, music, money, trading. I like making fun of people that need to be made fun of. But I look at it as I'm looking at it as I'm exposing these people. You know, when I started doing these videos, it was all about talking about when I first started doing Suck My NASDAQ, it was all about trying to expose these scam artist guys that me and my dad have been watching for all of our lives. You know, before the internet, it was newsletters. Warrior Trading, I don't know. I hear mixed reviews. At one point, I heard he was getting sued because none of his trades were real and he was pretending to be real. They hit the big kid with his fishing rods and he admitted that he didn't really trade. At least I admit to how stupid my trades are. And you know, by the look on my face when I'm telling you one of those horrifying stories like me getting out of that VTIQ, I mean, I didn't make the last 40 points on that trade. Freaking miserable. Yeah, you're going to get stopped out of all this stuff soon because the market never goes down. Oh, but it's going down now. I know, but it's not going down. It's the same trade. It's the same trade as last time. Wow. Like, I know. I'm never, like when somebody said, how come I'm not a billionaire? It's hard to be a billionaire when I'm shorting 200 shares of the Qs and I'm making $175. But you know, it's $175 I didn't have an hour and a half ago. And, you know, I should have bought 3,000 UVXY when it goes green. The only time to buy UVXY is when it goes green. But you know, I goof around. I get on the mic. I teach people what to do. I wish I was the same guy I used to be, but now I'm not. So I can't just switch it on. I can't jump from 300 share lots to 10,000 share lots. Every once in a while, I'll go crazy with a Halliburton because, you know, what are you risking in a Halliburton trade? 5-6 cents, doesn't really move. But I ain't going near these SPAC plays on a short trade with any size. I tried trading size on the Dada. I'm in 200 shares. I'm laughing my ass off. The stock's ripping higher. So what happens? I was like, oh man, this seems legit. Let me add 800 shares to it. Boom, top ticked it like a champ. And I wound up blowing the trade. I still held the 200 shares. I made money on that lot. But the 800, when I added to it at 22.50, gets to 23. Next thing you know, I'm getting stopped out at 22 bucks. So I took a good trade and I took $400 out of my pocket by buying more and then getting stopped out of the whole thing. I trade where I'm comfortable and I don't care. And that's the essence of trading. If you don't care, if you genuinely don't care, you'll be able to trade better. For my video. Like if you consistently trade, I don't care lots. You can then that 15-cent jiggle, which would scare you, now is just a jiggle, and you're all right. And I can't stress enough how many times just don't get out. I don't know if VWAP works on crypto. Some people say it does. Check this website out. Coincap.io, right? They actually put VWAP on their thing. So check this out. If you go to this website right now, do it right now, paste. If you go to this website, they list the VWAP next to the price. So obviously it must mean something. I don't know. I just got stopped out of some of that chill. The moves right now, well, I'm just playing with. I have one position on right now, just shorting one of these SPAC plays. Right now, my thought process is this: if today's sell-off is legit, and they gap the market open on Monday, and we sell off again, it'll confirm this moment of bearishness, and maybe we'll go short on Monday. But right now, I'll say this: I doubt we even close red. It's also quadruple witch, so there'll be some crazy shit going on at the end of the day. I would not be surprised if this market closes exactly flat, like Dow plus or minus 20 points, Qs plus or minus 20 cents. So, it was fun while it lasted. We shorted the market twice today and won. We bought UVXY twice today and both trades worked. Yeah, that's crazy. So that's something I can't do. I cannot buy a stock like U1. I look at that stock, I'm like, all right, when do I short it? And if it's not a short, I don't care what it does. I can't get involved in a stock that was $1 for 17 years. But I can't believe I can't believe after it dumped, it actually came back. That stock is in the hands of two guys with a lot of money, and they're ripping the stock back and forth. There's no float, and it's very easy to manipulate that if you have some money. You get a newsletter going, you do some email blasts, you get the shorts scared, and then it rips, and then it's going to be another pump and dump. If I had a gun to my head right now and they said, choose where this thing is 6 months from now, I would bet my life that this stock's under 15 bucks. But it could go to 150 before before it rolls over and dies for real again. That's why it's tough to get in the way of these dumb trades. But these dumb trades, now there's 5 of them a day, is usually bearish for the overall market. When all you've got left is stupid stocks going up in 100% increments, that's actually bearish for the overall market, as far as I'm concerned, in my 30 years of doing this. And then you got stocks that just defy all logic. Like, I legitimately don't get Etsy, right? But the stock goes up all the time. I'm not going to short it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to ignore it. To me, Etsy is like the children's version of eBay. You know, how did that company make any money? But it doesn't matter. It's going to be $100 stock, and it's probably going to go to 120. But going back to the Spotify, right? If there was one stock, right? Seriously, let's take a moment and be serious for a second. Other than the QQQ, you know I love the Qs, right? If there was one stock based on the Warren Buffett strategy, believe in the company, know the fundamentals, be a part of the product itself. Spotify, coming out of that range, that 180 break on Spotify, I'm on Spotify every day. I have 2 accounts. I even bought an account from my dad because he didn't want to pay for music. I'm like, no, this is worth it. You want to be on Spotify. I recommend Spotify to anybody that I ever talk to. I'll never buy music again. I have no problem. If Spotify was to raise their rates by 10% next week, I'm in. No matter, there'll be a point where it doesn't make any sense to buy it, to subscribe. But just like Twitter, I love Twitter, right? I'm on Twitter. If Twitter was to charge $2 a month, I would pay. There wouldn't be a question, right? They should just charge $2 a month. $2 a month, $20 for the year. Anybody who takes it seriously will pay. If they were to charge $2 a month, they would wean out all the spammers. They would wean out some of the bullshit. And in essence, so they would lose a bunch of people, but they weren't paying anyway. If Twitter was a paid for service, I would buy the 5-year plan and not even think about it. Here's $100. I'm good for 5 years. But think about it. However many subscribers, times that by people that would pay blindly like me, and they should do it. So, Spotify, that's why Spotify, when technicals meets fundamentals, you got to love it, because I'm not a fundamental guy. Every stock that I bought, based on fundamentals and whether or not I believed in them, I can't say every time. My mom bought Kimberly-Clark, and she bought Constellation Brands, and she's doing pretty well. Believe in what alcohol, weed, and sanitary products, right? Kimberly-Clark and Constellation Brands. She didn't care about the price. When the market crashed, she's like, get me some Kimberly-Clark, get me some Constellation Brands. And it's a great portfolio. But when technical analysis meets the fundamentals and meets the whole idea of investing, I got crushed in Funko. But I did get more silver. Ooh. Oh yeah, baby. Now, for you silver porn guys out there, right? You just mentioned porn. All I want to do is take these out of the plastic and rub them on my body. I love it. I'm sweaty. But if I take them out, then they'll probably get tarnished, right? I don't want them to get tarnished either. I bought like 50 of these. I don't know what I don't even know why I'm doing that, man. These are silver bars. These are 1 ounce silver bars. But back to that whole thing about buying what I believe in. I believed in Leapfrog. You guys remember Leapfrog? I told you these stories 1,000 times. I've never had luck buying what I believe in. I mean, the DraftKings trade was kind of ironic. I love DraftKings, but there was really no reason to think the stock was going to do well when there's no sports to bet on. But yet the stock went up 100%, right? I'm talking about Leapfrog. What else did I get crushed on? Penson. Penson was a clearinghouse. If you're a trader, you have your platform and then the company that they clear the stocks where all the transactions. How does a company like that go out of business? So I buy into Penson because every trading firm that I worked for cleared through Penson. I was like, oh, that's probably a good company. They went out of business. What kind of firm goes out of business? Only the ones that I buy. What else did I buy that I believed in? Funko, right? That worked out real well. I believed in obviously Leapfrog. I crushed on that. Well, Enron, I kind of got duped. I bought it after it kind of crashed, thinking they were going to get bought out, and then they got their buyout, and then it all went to shit anyway. But what else was there? There's a bunch of stuff, Very bad. I believed in Yext, obviously. That me and Jimmy got screwed up. But it's amazing I still have any money, and I'm still in this business. Considering I don't know how many people out there. I've owned personally 5 stocks that went to 0. That's like a miracle. I owned Enron, I rode that shit to 0. I owned WorldCom, I rode that shit to 0. Funko, well, it didn't go to 0, but I got hammered. Penson, Leapfrog. There was something else. Oh, the Walter Energy. I rode that fucker down to like 0. Let's not talk about dry ships or Zolt. I've been doing this way too long. So right now, my one loss on the books is SelectQuote, SLQT. I'm going to have to take a hit on this one soon. I'm going to give it till 25. Oh, Heat. Man, you've been around for a while. That was another winner. Yeah. Chinese environmental company, right? I saw it on the internet. They had this candy cars also. Oh man, that's why I hate Chinese stocks now. That's why I never should have bought that Dada stock, but overall it worked out. But Chinese stocks. So Dada, right? Supposedly it's a Chinese grocery chain. Yeah, right. You know what it is? It's 2 guys eating a sandwich in a closet. That's what it probably is. Just like LK. Yeah, me too. Thank God. I couldn't handle another one of those. Yeah, so anyway, going back to the original conversation, right? These guys are legit. These guys, see, I would never in a million years criticize these guys. This stock market today, what do they call themselves? Trader TV. They got a nice studio. It's just live trading done professionally, and they're actually talking about their open positions live. You can't beat that. And it's really well done. It's not just like an idiot sitting in his room. It's really nice. So I reached out to them. Maybe I'll open up a subsidiary. I got office space. I own my own building. I could open up my own space. Maybe I'll get a bunch of you knuckleheads to join me in Jersey, and we'll open up a trading firm like it's 1999 all over again. Get some cameras. It'll be cool. At least 2 days a week. Well, I don't know about what their recommendations are, right? I don't know about whether or not they're good traders or not either. I'm just saying within 5 minutes of watching that show, I was impressed. And I have no problem complimenting people. Everybody thinks I just shit on everybody. No, I shit on Jason Bond because I know he's a scammer. I'll shit on anybody that doesn't want to take my challenge. I mean, I'm not that good of a trader, but nobody even wants to take my challenge. I can pretty much out trade anybody as far as day trading is concerned. But the only thing is, if you use the same strategy as I use, it's just going to be a draw, because all I do is trade VWAP reversals and multi-day VWAP and multiple time frame VWAP. So if you do that, we'll just come to a draw every time we compete. I ain't talking about investing now, because man, it's QQQ. It's QQQ, and really nothing else has worked in my life. I mean, I got how much money I lost on US Steel. I mean, ridiculous. I top ticked that stock maybe 7 different times in the last 20 years. Every time you see a peak, that's me. Oh yeah, what about Shroomf? I sold it the other day. It broke back under $1. What if that was a dumb idea? I just bought it because I thought it was funny. But I think that's going to be all right, man. Shroomf, maybe tonight. Yeah, it's up 10% today. Ho! Still short. New lows. I can't believe it. I only got stopped out for a couple of hundred. SHLL. Ah, here come the Brazilians. Hi, what's up, ladies? I'm gonna go get another piece of pizza. What's going on? New lows, man. You know what else was another good short? Cohen. What is this stock? COHN? And once we're done with all this virus bullshit, I'm thinking Codex, INO, AIM, NVAX, Myrna, APT, Lake. They're all gonna be down 80%. Just gotta wait it out. There'll be a time where they just all start shitting the bed. But yeah, so these guys, this Trader TV group, they obviously it sounds like they set you up in an office. Now I don't know if it's about, I don't know. I didn't look into it yet in any detail whatsoever. But if they're gonna give us the equipment and we can run our own show as a subsidiary of them, that'd be cool. 2 days a week. But I don't need to know about I don't care about their trading strategy. I'm all about my own. But I'll gladly be a part of I'll do an hour of airtime for those guys if they want me to. Oh! New lows. Come on. Look at this. The market's actually going up. And I'm still short my stock. Still using 1355 as an out on the rest. By the way, you can't stay short the market. Look at the Qs, almost back to where they came from. It's amazing. It's a freak of nature. No matter how bearish you are, you cannot stay short. You should be buying $38 puts, probably right. You should be buying $38 puts on UVXY right now. How much are they? What am I? Why am I asking you for? 38. 38. 80 cents? That's too much. But you want to see here, let me tell you what I learned. Isaac, if you're out there, I want you to come to our chat room. We haven't had an Isaac. There hasn't been an Isaac in my life since the original Isaac. Isaac is the guy that everything he said to me when I was a new trader became, what do you predict in the options market? What's that mean? The Isaac described to me, when the market's going to go down, it's like an oil tanker. Your oil tanker's going this way, right? Can the oil tanker immediately start going the other direction? No, the oil tanker actually has to go up first and then start making the turn. So in theory, the market's going to go up first and then even make another peak before it finally starts heading back down. So that's what I think. If this market is doing what I think it's doing, we're the oil tanker right now making the turn. So whether or not we roll back down the other way, we'll see next week. The market will close at 4 o'clock. I predict that. Most of the stocks will close at 4 o'clock. What do you want? Quad which? What do you predict in the options market? That the options will close at 4:15 and then it'll be Saturday? I don't know. You got to give me an individual stock. All I know is I'm short SHLL right now, and it's the only thing that matters to me. You know what else I bought? I bought bets. I sold the DraftKings, so I bought BETZ. Most of my portfolio is just index now. I got Qs, Jets, MJ. I sold the FAS, but now I got bets. You guys know about bets, BETZ? Shrimp. I don't know. I read about it on the internet. I bought a couple of hundred shares and I lost 50% in 3 days. It was a good one. There was supposedly they're a pure play on the next boom in psychological. There's an idea that shrooms are going to be the next big wave. in psychological psychedelic treatment. And I'm a believer. And I know people that are microdosing now. But, you know, obviously I chased the stock. I wasn't looking at the chart. I heard there was a stock called Shrimp, and it had something to do with mushrooms. So I bought 200 shares. I mean, I bought them at $1.50. I was up 21 cents for a second or two. And then I wound up getting blown out at $1.75. So it wasn't good. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day if it starts coming back to life. Ah, see that? I just learned something new. Oh, man. What I haven't needed to relearn is that you can't stay short the market. Hey, Dan, you still think that you need to predict stuff to make money in the market? You know, every day I come in with absolutely nothing, no intentions of ever trading. I have no idea of what I'm going to do. I just wait till a trade shows up and then I trade it. So the last time I predicted a trade was in 2012. I said that if the market's not going to go down, we're probably going to go right to 20,000 within the next 6 or 7 years. And I was almost there. If you watch my video, June of 2012, I gave a date when the market would hit 20,000. June of 2012, I gave a date when the market would hit 20,000. June of 2012, I gave a prediction on when the market would hit 20,000. I was off by 5 days. So my prediction days are over. Plus, predictions get in the way of reality. So if you're predicting something's going to happen, it takes twice as much effort to realize how stupid you are and how wrong you are than actually go and do the trade that's actually working. And like I said, the only thing that matters to me right now is SHLL. And here's a prediction. I had no idea what this stock was yesterday. So how the hell would I predict that I'd be shorting it, right? But I'm shorting it at $14.75 because it broke under the VWAP and under the range. And then it hit 15.20, double top there, and rolled over, and I shorted more at 14.82. So how could I predict where this trade was going to be if I never even heard of the stock up until 5 hours ago? Predictions are worthless because all they do is get in the way of what actually is happening. There's no need to predict. I'm a day trader. I act. Hey, this is doing this. This is what normally happens in this circumstance. Let's act on that. If it doesn't work, this is where we get out. If it does work, this is where we get out. And that's all you can do. And that's the way I'm never going to go back to doing anything else. VWAP is my Lord and Savior, and it can be yours too. May the VWAP bless us all. May the VWAP be your Lord and Savior. May the VWAP be your guide in life. Accept the VWAP. Accept the VWAP into your life, and you shall be one with the VWAP. The VWAP is one. We are the VWAP. Oh. Now I want to take those mushrooms now. I tell you, I did them once. I hadn't tripped since 94. I told you the story too. My stories are getting old. Shill! New lows. Come on. Bring it on down. Break it on down. New lows. All right, I'm on the bid at 1301, so don't get in my way, all right? What the hell was I talking about? Oh, shrooms. 1994. I took back in the day when I was raving, so I was all psychedelic out, right? I never seen, when you get mushrooms, usually they're in pieces and stuff, right? You get a couple of caps, you broken up stuff, you get some shake, right? I've seen intact caps, I've seen intact stems, but I've never seen an intact mushroom. So this kid once, he was a dealer, obviously. He had like a pound of mushrooms. I'd never seen that many mushrooms up until that point. And they were all intact. So the cap was still on the mushroom. I was so like amazed and enamored by it. I just grabbed the mushroom and I ate the whole stupid thing. And then we're weighing them out, and they're all 3.5, 3.8, 4.2, 4.5. Holy shit. So I must have ate at least an eighth by myself, and it did not go well. I mean, it was fun for a while, but then I became somebody else, and I was convinced that was the way I was going to be for the rest of my life. I was like, I'm pretending to be a person. I don't even know who this guy is anymore. I'm crying. And every time I closed my eyes, I was like, all right, if I fall asleep, I'm going to die. And I felt like I had to think to breathe. So if I went to sleep, I'd be dead. So I was bugging the fuck out. And I haven't done them since, up until about a month ago. So, totally ready for it. I only ate about, I would guess, a gram, maybe a 1.1. And I'm waiting for it to come on. I'm waiting. I probably shouldn't have, smoked beforehand because that kind of tainted it a little bit. But I'm out there and I'm watching I'm cooking my lamb chops. And bro, I start laughing my ass off. And I'm just like, what am I even laughing at right now? And I got this big freaking smile on my face. And I start looking at the lamb chops, and the lamb chop looked like a fish. And the fish starts talking to me. And it's like, hey. I'm like, oh shit. It was a quick hallucination, but it was freaking awesome. And I took the pictures now, and I took pictures of the lamb chop. It really did look like a fish in a way, the way it was shaped. And I'm laughing, I'm giggling, I'm lying in my grass. Nobody was home. I had the whole place to myself. The best time. I took a little bit more when I was coming off the peak. I took a little bit, and I got a little bit of another peak after that. Then I got that annoying feeling like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fall asleep. I popped the Xanax. I was out. But then the next time, about a month later, I tried it again, and I figured I had built up a little bit of a tolerance, right? I ate them again, did not feel a thing. I think because I ate dinner, I had a full stomach. Supposedly you should do it on more of an empty stomach. So now, whatever I got left, I'm just going to eat it all and see what happens. But I still want to do ecstasy one more time before I'm 50. So I'll be 50 in 2 years. I figure one more time. Just one more. And they don't even call it ecstasy. I got to do Molly now, right? I figure I want to do it one more time. I haven't done that since like some Moby concert. So it's got to be like 20 years since I did that. I'm still afraid. I don't want to take acid ever again because, that's a commitment. You're committing for 8 hours, and then you need the day off the next day. And when you're married with 2 kids, you really don't get those days off. Just where you stay under the covers and you're kind of hung over for a day and a half. Yeah, I don't have that luxury. Boom! Show. I just covered another 30% SHLL home pieces. Patience, right? One trade. One trade. Everyone's always looking for the next idea. Stick with the one idea that's working. It's working. There's no reason to get out. All right, now I'm going to put a stop on the rest. 13, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Maybe this thing rolls over and it goes down to 1250. I'll cover some there. Whatever happens first now. There you go. 30 grams. How's that possible? Wait, we got another short. Oh, no. No. OVID right now. OVID right now. Right now. Oh. They're not even paying attention to me. What? That's me on the bid. I'm going to take a 15-cent profit here. Hang on. Don't get in my way. Done. 17.21. Holding on to 7.15 now. Don't get in my way. 7.15. Cover some more. 7.15. I'm on the bid. 7.15. 7.15. 7.15. Covered. That's me on the bid. 17.10. Don't get in my way. See, how come everybody else can't do this, right? I see a trade. I say, all right, this is what I'm doing. Let's do it. And there it is. Make yourself $500 on a couple of thousand shares with a $7 stock going negative. Reversals. They are the best trades. Covered some at 7.21. Got done at 7.15. And I'm going to bid in at 7. Now I'll see if I can get 7 on the rest or 7.20. Whatever happens first. Still got the shill. I covered most of that OVID. We just got paid 25 cents on the $7 stock. I just covered 7.20 and 7.15. I'll look for 7 on the rest with a 7.25 stop. Fingers on the trigger. See, again, no need to predict. I didn't know I was going to, again, I've been waiting for this trade. OVID. I don't know what this is. I know the stock was $1 and it went to 10, and today it went negative, broke the VWAP. That's the trade that I trade. And look at that. Made a little bit of money. I'm not getting rich here. But if you consistently make $100 or $150 on every trade you do, a year later, you're doing all right. You want to see? I'm working out, man. Check it out, bro. Sick. I'm going to be chopping wood all summer. I'm going to be ripped. And then I'm getting all kinds of tattoos. I'm getting 5 tattoos, man. What are you laughing at? They're laughing at me in the other room. I'll show you one. Check this out. Well, that's funny that I'm wearing the shirt. So I'm getting this. I'm going to get this right here. I'm a big fan of the VW buses. I don't know if I'm going to go black and white, but I had this drawn for me back in the day. And I've always wanted to get this on my body. Boom. And then I got this. Just a cool great white shark, you know, underneath the water. Pretty freaking cool. I got a shark. I want to get my VW bus. And you know what I'm going to do today? All the money that I make today, I'm going to pay. It's going to pay for my tattoo, right? That's how I live, man. Every trade I do, I'm like, ooh, I just paid for this. Ooh, I just paid for that. I don't get rich. I'm just trying to make a living. But here's two stocks, right? No need to predict. I never knew of these two stocks up until today, OVID and SHLL. I don't know what these are. So again, how could I predict that I was going to go short? Right? You understand? There is no predicting. There's no need to predict unless you're doing a trade right now that you're hoping something happens on Monday. But I just got stopped on the last couple of hundred. 1720 out of OVID now. The parent is, right? What is the parent? The parent is the parent. What is the parent? I don't know what the parent is. The parent is UVXY short at 38.50 like these guys are. You know, I didn't join them on that last move, but oh my God, and the Q's are green because we never go down. Uh-oh. And we're done. Let's call it friendo. We're done. I just got out of both those trades. All done. No predictions needed. Now, if I do another trade, shorting UVXY, the greatest trade in the world. The $38 puts were just a little bit too pricey. I didn't want to buy them, but these guys are shorting the UVXY. You know what's up? Just like a young man coming in for a quickie. So again, why even put a trade on now for Monday? Who cares? Tomorrow there'll be 65 other trades that gap, break VWAP, break ranges, rally or roll over. And I'll be waiting. Like, is it me, or is that too hard of a concept to understand? Because I know my man Dan here needs me to predict things. Do you understand that I'm not trying to be confrontational here at all? All right. Don't you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand why there's no need to predict? Because how could I predict anything if I have no idea what I'm going to be doing? The market, I can predict this on Monday. The market's going to be up or down, and there'll be certain stocks that start up that end down, and there'll certainly be stocks that start down that end up. And I will try to find 3 of those. And then Tuesday will happen, and it'll be the same day. And then 4 years from now, it'll be the same day. It's the same day every day. Sometimes the numbers are bigger than the other days. That's it. It's the only difference. You'll trade different symbols, but it's basically the same day every day. Do you understand? Again, I don't want to be confrontational. I know you found our trading room to be as you said, it's all luck. There's no luck whatsoever. It's all algorithms. We just trade VWAP. And the reason we're still short SHLL. Oh, no, we're not short SHLL. Oh, I got 9 shares left. But the reason we were shorting it, if you use VWAP and multi-day VWAP, you'll see the last chance the stock had was at around 10:30 this morning. It broke under the VWAP and couldn't get back above it. Boom. The sentiment has shifted now. Sentiment is the first thing to give, then a range break at 1529, and then a failed attempt to get back over the VWAP at around 11:30 this morning. And the stock's been a sell ever since. I don't trade Amazon. I would never short Amazon. I would never buy Amazon. I don't even look at Amazon. I just know, in theory, I own Amazon because I'm in the queues. That's it. I don't even look at the stock. It's got a 30-point range every day. I would probably lose money trading that every single day, unless it was red and it went green, or if it was green and it went red. Even on those days, I don't trade it. I don't trade it. It's above my pay grade. But short the shit out of this UVXY. Dang. I left a nice trade on the table here. Oh, wait, I was going to show you my other tattoo. I got this little demon warrior guy. It's subtle because one of his wings is a blade and the other is a horned wing. It's freaking cool. Might take me a while to find it. Yeah, so the whole market. You can't stay short. That's the thing. No matter how much you believe you're right about being short, look what the market did twice today. Each time it looked like we were going to accelerate to the downside, and each time we rallied right back to where we came from. You can't stay short. You can short, you can't stay short. That's why I like trading stocks on the short side, because I have no intentions of sticking around. I hate losing money on long trades because 2 days later that stock's above where you sold it and you just wasted money. At least on the short side, if you get out, usually the stock keeps on going higher. You don't feel so bad that you got out. Know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm saying. I'm trying to find the video of that fish too. That was my lamb chop fish that was talking to me. Where is? So many pictures on my phone. Jeez. Look, one of what looks like his wing is actually the weapon, and the other is his wing. That is freaking cool. I'm putting that on my back, right over there, back shoulder. Oh my God! So sick. It really is a sick thing. Why am I not short UVXY? I just punked out of this trade. I just tapped out of the day. One more trade, that would have been sweet. Wow. Hurdy-gurdy-gurdy-gurdy. Oh, that's what I was in the middle of doing. There it is, the main squeeze. I was trying to think of the main squeeze. The main squeeze. Their cover of War Pigs, and then they also have a Pink Floyd cover. The main squeeze. Very cool group. Have a cigar. Have you guys heard of these guys? The main squeeze. This thing's still on? I think I just got booted off the internet. Hello? Is this on? What happened? Still there? I think, can I get a sound check, brah? Is this on? Oh, yeah? Well, Dan, I don't know. I just asked a simple question and you don't have a response for it, but I wanted to try to get into some sort of a non-confrontational Q&A about predictions or not predicting. Again, no need to predict, and it's certainly not luck. If it was luck, Enron would have got taken over. If it was luck, Pensant wouldn't have went out of business. If it was luck, Funko would be $50 a share right now. All right, man. I'm going to wrap it up. I got to get serious now. See if I want to manage any positions into the weekend. How was the beach? Awesome.
And we just went to the pool.
Oh, my wife's wearing a bikini. You want to see her? It's too late. She moves too quick. She's like a cat. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys Monday. And go check out those other guys. I mean, no doubt. I'm gonna go check them out again next week. See what they're all about. Get a little bit more in depth. And all right. Be careful. Be safe. And enjoy every moment that you can, because it might be your last. What? Yeah, yeah, I'll give you the link. It's
Swing Trader from Investors Business Daily helps you make more money in the stock market by taking advantage.
I don't know
of
exactly what the
short-term
name
trends.
is. I think it's Trader TV. I think that's the overall name. Stock Market Today by Trader TV Live. That's an awful name, but it's tradertv.live. There's a lot of information here. I don't know exactly what their name of their company is, but I think it's tradertv.live. I don't know. I like them. Day Trade the World. Yeah, that's another name. They have like 8 names. I don't know what their real name is. Yeah, Day Trade the World, Day Trader Live. I don't know. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I like them because they talk about positions that are live, and you know they're live because you can watch simultaneously. They were buying that U1 stock the other day. Crazy times. All right, guys, be good. Thanks for stopping in. Later.